Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to today's Finance 360-degree session. So today we are going to discuss the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme that was updated in July 2026 in the FAQs. Okay, so the Reserve Bank of India has released the detailed FAQs for the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, where the important nitty-gritties have been informed about the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Okay, so first of all, I hope I'm clearly audible and the screen is clearly visible. I hope there is no disruption, there is no problem that you are facing. So the RBI has released the detailed FAQs regarding the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026. Okay, this was updated in July 2026. Now here, see the retail direct scheme of the Reserve Bank of India. It was also released in 2021, and a descriptive question came in the RBI Grade B examination of 2023. So here you can see that if the scheme has been released by the RBI or if the scheme belongs to RBI, so the scheme can come in the descriptive part of the examination, and the scheme is very important from the examination point of view. Even if you are preparing for RBI Grade A or RBI Grade B, the schemes of the RBI you should be aware about. Okay, and in the FAQs the details have been laid down. We will discuss about the contact center, we will discuss about the CRPC, we will discuss about the details of the integrated ombudsman scheme. So let's get started without any delay, but before that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel of EduTap so that you continue getting the relevant videos, and do join our Telegram channel where you will get the PDF of the session, and the link for the Telegram channel is provided in the description box below. Okay, so you will get the PDF in the Telegram channel of EduTap. So today we will discuss about the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026 that the RBI has released in its FAQs, or that the RBI has clarified in its FAQs. We will also discuss about the CRPC, CMS. We will also discuss about the contact centers in brief, so that you have the idea that how these names are related to the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. So let's get started. So first of all, the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026, this is a cost-free, expeditious, that means fast, non-adversarial, that means the other party will not be seen as the adversary or the enemy. This is the alternate grievance redressal mechanism. So Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, this is a alternative grievance redressal mechanism. Let's say you are a customer, you have taken a loan from a particular bank. Now, there are some hidden charges that the bank has started to apply. You suddenly came to know, okay, the bank is deducting 1000 rupees extra on the semi-annual basis or on the half-yearly basis. On the half-yearly basis, the bank is charging extra 1000 rupees. The hidden charges, you are not aware about it. So first you will go to the bank, or directly you will go to the RBI. First, you will go to the bank and you will raise your complaint with the bank. Let's say the bank has answered your complaint in a very satisfactory manner, that this rupees 1000 will not be deducted now, and whatever has been deducted will be reversed, as these were the charges that were mistakenly deducted. Okay, and whatever charges have been taken till now, they will be reversed to you. So you are satisfied with the answer, and you got the answer within 30 days, and you are satisfied with the answer, so you will drop your complaint there. But let's say you are not getting the answer, the bank is not replying to you that why these charges are being deducting. So for 30 days the bank has not replied to you, or even if the bank has replied to you, that answer is not satisfactory. The bank is saying that okay, these are the charges that you will have to pay, even though initially the bank did not inform you about these charges. So the answer is not satisfactory. So in the case where you are not getting the reply from the regulated entity, of the RBI, you are not getting the reply within 30 days, or you are not satisfied with the reply, then you can go to the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. You can go to the Ombudsman of the RBI. You can go to the Ombudsman of the RBI. That means you are basically raising the complaint with the RBI Ombudsman that okay, this particular bank, I have the complaint against this bank, or against this NBFC, or against this other entities that we will discuss. Okay, so this is the crux, this is the basic idea कि अगर आपको बैंक के अगेंस्ट कोई कंप्लेंट है, आप बैंक या रेगुलेटेड एंटिटी के अगेंस्ट कोई कंप्लेंट है, तो you will raise the complaint there first. if they are not replying to you within 30 days or they are not replying in a satisfactory manner, तब आप जो है RBI Ombudsman के पास जा सकते हो, ठीक है. That's why it is known as the alternate grievance redressal mechanism, because the RBI Ombudsman, this is the alternate grievance redressal mechanism. First, grievance redressal will be done by the bank. If not, then this is the alternate way that is provided to you for your grievances, for your complaints to be addressed. Okay. I hope this is clear that why RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme is known as the alternate grievance redressal mechanism, because the first complaint redressal should be done by the bank or the regulated entity. If they are not doing it in the satisfactory manner or in the timely manner, then you can go to the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. So this is for the customer complaints involving deficiency in service. There is some deficiency in service. Deficiency in service means there is some shortcoming or inadequacy in any service which the regulated entity is required to provide statutorily. So bank is required to provide the loans and take the deposits. So if the bank is taking your deposits but the bank is not paying the interest on time, or the bank is not giving you the timely update of your deposits and the interest, or let's say you have taken the loan in which there are the hidden charges, or the service is not proper, the EMIs are being deducting from your account on the timely basis, but still there are some penal charges that are imposed. So if there are any shortcoming if there are any inadequacy in any service which the regulated entity, which the bank or the NBFC, they are providing, that are regulated by the RBI. So in this case, you can raise the complaint with the bank or with the regulated entity. In case they are not replying to you, then you can go to the RBI Ombudsman. Now, the RBI, the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026, this has come into force with effect from July 1st, 2026, and that's why the RBI released the FAQs, frequently asked questions, with the details, okay, about the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026 has replaced the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. So complaints received before July 1, 2026. So complaints that have been received, the complaints that have been received before July 1, 2026, they will be covered under the previous Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. And execution of awards, if there are any compensation that are given, that will be as per the previous Integrated Ombudsman Scheme of 2021. Okay, so this is the idea that the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026 has replaced the 2021 RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Okay, now the 2026, the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme has come into effect from July 1, 2026. So after that, whatever there are the complaints that will be seen under the new Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, but before that the complaints will be received and will be resolved under the previous Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Now, the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme was introduced on November 12, 2021 with the RBI Retail Direct Scheme. So Retail Direct Scheme, this was also released or introduced on the same day. Okay, so Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme was introduced on November 12, 2021. It represents a significant milestone in RBI's commitment to consumer rights and to handle the consumer complaints, to resolve the consumer grievances. It integrated the three ombudsman scheme, because there were different ombudsman scheme. There were banking ombudsman, there were ombudsman for the NBFCs, there were ombudsman for the digital transactions. So all these different ombudsmans were brought together under the integrated ombudsman scheme. Okay, so that was the idea. Now, applicability and tenure. So the following regulated entities are covered under the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. The banks, all the commercial banks, all the RRBs, the state cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, scheduled primary urban cooperative banks, non-scheduled primary urban cooperative bank with deposit size of rupees 50 crore and above. So all these NBFCs and all these banks and such, they are all these entities are included under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Okay, so scheduled primary urban cooperative banks, they are the primary urban cooperative banks that are included under the schedule of the RBI Act of 1934. Schedule 2 of the RBI Act of 1934. Okay, while the non-scheduled they are not included under the schedule of the RBI Act of 1934. So I hope first of all this is clear. Any confusion till now, anyone? Any confusion? No confusion? Okay. So we have discussed that the following regulated entities, they are covered under the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. So all these banks, non-scheduled primary urban cooperative banks with deposit size of 50 crore and above. Remember this very, very clearly, okay? Scheduled primary urban cooperative banks are those which are included under the second schedule, of RBI Act of 1934, while the non-scheduled primary urban cooperative banks, they are not included under the second schedule of RBI Act of 1934. So all the banks that are included in the second schedule of RBI Act of 1934, they are known as the scheduled banks, okay? Which are not included, they are non-scheduled. Now NBFCs, all NBFCs excluding housing finance companies, core investment companies, infrastructure debt funds, and all these other NBFCs. So NBFCs which either are authorized to accept deposits or have customer interface with asset size of rupees 100 crores and above, they will be included under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. So NBFCs that are the deposit taking NBFCs, or the NBFCs if they have the asset size, if they have the customer interface and they have the with the asset size of 100 crores and above. So they will be included in the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Okay? So NBFCs, excluding these NBFCs, now NBFCs which either are authorized to accept deposits or they have the customer interface with asset size of 100 crore and above. Now non-bank prepaid payment instrument issuers, let's say MobiKwik. There are MobiKwik wallet, right? Digital wallet, or let's say the Paytm is providing the digital wallet, or any other XYZ entity is providing the digital wallet. So these digital wallets, they are the non-bank prepaid payment instrument. So non-bank prepaid payment instrument issuers, they will also be included in under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. Credit information companies will also be included under the Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. So I hope this is clear. Now RBI Ombudsman is an officer. Now, who is the RBI Ombudsman? So, RBI Ombudsman is the officer appointed by the RBI to examine and deal with the complaints from the customers of the regulated entities relating to deficiency in service. There can also be RBI Deputy Ombudsman that will basically help in resolving the complaints or will assist in carrying out the functions under the scheme. Now, if the appointment is happening of the RBI Ombudsman or the RBI Deputy Ombudsman, the appointment will be for a period of 3 years at a time. I hope this is clear. The appointment will be for the period of 3 years. Now, CRPC and CMS. So, let's say if you want to raise your complaint with the RBI Ombudsman regarding any of the regulated entity, how you can raise your complaint? There are two manners in which you can raise your complaint. The Centralized Receipt and Processing Center, which is established by RBI in Chandigarh. So the CRPC, that is Centralized Receipt and Processing Center, this is established by the RBI in Chandigarh to receive complaints filed under the scheme and process them. Complaints received through email. So you can send your complaint through email to the CRPC, or in the physical mode you can send the complaint to the CRPC, including postal and hand delivered complaints. They are addressed to the CRPC. Now complaints, you can also have the online complaints. So complaints that are made online are registered on the CMS portal. So this is the complaint management system portal of the Reserve Bank of India, where you can file a complaint, you can track your complaint, you can file an appeal against the compensation which you are not satisfied with and such. You can also give the feedback. So basically there are two manners in which you can raise your complaint through the CRPC, in the email manner or in the physical manner. Okay, with the CMS, that is the portal of the Reserve Bank of India, you just have to go to Google and type CMS portal of RBI. So you will go to the CMS complaint management system portal of RBI, where you can directly file a complaint in the online manner. Okay, so CRPC is established by RBI, where it is established in Chandigarh. Remember this. So I hope this is very much clear. Now, so coming to the summary, the the integrated ombudsman scheme, under this there is the cost free complaint redressal mechanism that is provided. It is absolutely cost free. Okay, the complainant do not have to pay any fees. One centralized complaint lodging portal, that is the CMS. We have discussed that CMS, through the CMS portal you can share your complaints online with the RBI, okay? And with the CRPC, through the email or through the physical manner you can share your complaints. There is jurisdiction neutral handling of complaints. It's not like that the RBI ombudsman is in Jaipur, so it will only take care of the complaints of the people of Jaipur. No, the jurisdiction neutral handling of complaints happen. That's why this is one nation, one ombudsman. The complaints are received through the CRPC. The complaints are received through the CMS, through the online mode or through the email and physical mode, and then this from the CRPC, after the initial processing, the complaints are shared with the different RBI ombudsman. Okay, from the CMS also the complaints are shared with different RBI ombudsman. So there is one nation, one ombudsman approach. That means the jurisdiction kind of division is not happening. From CRPC and the CMS will receive all the complaints. The initial processing will happen. After that, randomly the complaints will be shared with the RBI ombudsman to take care of the complaints. Okay, so that there is no corruption kind of thing that is happening, or there is no milli bhagat and such. So it is jurisdiction neutral handling of complaints that happen. Facility for online tracking is also provided through the CMS that we have seen, and structured settlement processes there, like where the complaints will be received CMS and the CRPC. After that the complaints will be shared with the RBI ombudsman, so the process is very structured. There is provision for appeal against the award, so compensation can be provided by the RBI ombudsman, and if you are not satisfied with the compensation, if you are not satisfied with the award, then you can do the appeal also against the award. Okay, so timeline and compensation, then we will discuss about the appeal also. So first of all, a complaint can be filed before the RBI ombudsman. Let's first, you have to complain the file. So you have some complaint, you are filing this complaint with the bank or NBFC, or let's say the credit information company, or whatever the regulated entity is. So you have to file the complaint with the regulated entity, and if they are not replying to you within 30 days or earlier, if they are not replying to you within 30 days, or if the reply is not satisfactory, then you can complain with the RBI ombudsman. So a complaint can be filed before the RBI ombudsman if the complainant has not received any reply, or the reply is not satisfactory. So the reply has not received within 30 days or within the time specified by the authorities. So within 30 days or within the time specified by the authorities, within those days the reply has not been received, or if the reply is not satisfactory, then you can go to the RBI ombudsman, or you can complain under the RBI ombudsman. So the complaint must be made to the RBI ombudsman within 90 days. So initially 30 days were provided to you. First of all, you have to raise your complaint. You have to raise your complaint with the bank or with the regulated entity. Now with 30 days time period is there for the bank to reply to your complaint. Even after 30 days the bank has not replied, or even after the 30 days the bank has, maybe within the 30 days the bank has replied, but the reply is not satisfactory. So in this case you can go to the RBI ombudsman within 90 days. So after the completion of these 30 days, then there is the timeline of 90 days that is provided to you. Within 90 days, you have to raise the complaint with the RBI ombudsman. So complaint must be made to the RBI ombudsman within 90 days from the date on which the previous timeline expires, or the date of the last communication from the concerned regulated entity. Okay. Now, there is no limit on the amount involved in a dispute. Let's say you have taken a loan of 5 crore. And on the semi-annual basis or on the half-yearly basis, your 1,000 rupees are getting deducted additionally, like the penal charges or additional charges. Okay. Now there is no limit on the amount involved in a dispute. The loan can be of 5 crore. The loan can be of 10 crore. Your deposits can be of 5 crore, 10 crore, 15 crore, doesn't matter. But the maximum compensation that can be provided to you, let's say your additional charges are being deducted on the monthly basis or on the half-yearly basis, 10,000 rupees. So maximum compensation that can be provided to you is up to 30 lakhs. Even if your loan, even if your deposit are of crores, but the maximum compensation that can be provided to you for the loss that you have suffered, for the monetary loss that you have suffered, is up to 30 lakhs. Okay. So this is the idea. So there is no limit on the amount involved in a dispute that can be brought before the RBI Ombudsman for settlement or passing of an award for the compensation basically. However, for any consequential loss, for any monetary loss suffered by the complainant, the RBI Ombudsman has the power to provide compensation up to 30 lakh only. Under the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026, the RBI Ombudsman may provide compensation up to rupees 3 lakh for the complainant's time. Let's say you have lost a lot of your time, there was a lot of back and forth that you did with the regulated entity, it has caused you mental harassment also, mental anguish also. So for that, the compensation of 3 lakh can be provided by the, or can be awarded by the RBI Ombudsman, that the regulated entity has to pay. So under RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, for your consequential loss, for any monetary loss or any concrete loss, you can get the compensation up to 30 lakh max. For any loss of your time, expenses, harassment, mental anguish, for that the compensation can be up to 3 lakh. That is the idea. Okay. Now, additional information, now coming to the appeals and such. So the office of RBI Ombudsman are located at places specified by Reserve Bank. A complainant is not required to approach any specific ombudsman office. Like I've told you, that the ombudsman office will not take your complaints directly. It is the CRPC and the CMS that will take your complaints, okay, in the online manner or in the email or physical manner. Then the complaints will be shared with the RBI Ombudsman randomly. So complaints lodged through the CMS portal or received through the CRPC are processed and then assigned in accordance with the RBI's internal allocation mechanism, so that there is no problem later on. The alternative grievance redressal framework of the Reserve Bank. This is very important, that in the alternative grievance redressal mechanism of RBI, it comprises of offices of RBI Ombudsman, the CRPC, that is Centralized Receipt and Processing Center, that is established in Chandigarh, the Consumer Education and Protection Cells, and the Consumer Education and Protection Department. So when we talk about the alternative grievance redressal mechanism under the RBI, it comprises of the RBI Ombudsman, okay, directly, the CRPC, the Centralized Receipt and Processing Center, the Consumer Education and Protection Cells, which have the responsibility to educate the consumers that how they can reach to the RBI Ombudsman or how they can raise the complaint under the RBI Ombudsman, and Consumer Education and Protection Department, that looks after the RBI Ombudsman and that looks after the whole integrated ombudsman scheme. So that is Consumer Education and Protection Department. Consumer Education and Protection Department provides assistance to the appellate authority and processes the appeal cases also. Okay, so Consumer Education and Protection Department is involved in the integrated ombudsman scheme as it provides assistance to the appellate authority. Let's say you are not satisfied with your compensation, you got the compensation of 50,000. But you are not satisfied with this compensation because you also faced mental anguish, you also faced mental harassment and such. So you want to appeal against this compensation. You want the compensation of 3 lakh for your mental anguish and such. So you can do the appeal to the appellate authority, that is under the that is assisted by the CEPD. So under the scheme, an appeal is available only against an award passed by the RBI Ombudsman. So you can not appeal against the decision. You can only appeal against the compensation that has been provided to you. Let's say the decision has been taken by the RBI Ombudsman that the bank is wrong, or that the customer is wrong, that the bank has done everything that the bank needed to do. So against such kind of decisions, there can be no appeal. But if the compensation is provided, if the award is provided and the compensation is provided, against that, if you have any problem, any complaint or appeal you want to do, that you can do. So under the scheme, an appeal is available only against the award that is passed by the RBI Ombudsman. A complainant who is aggrieved by the reward, you are not satisfied with the award, may file an appeal before the appellate authority within 30 days from the date of receipt of the award. Okay, from the date of receipt of the award, within 30 days you have to do the appeal to the appellate authority for as a complainant. Now, regulated entity, that is the bank, NBFC, or the credit information company, or the non-bank prepaid payment instrument issuers, they can also file an appeal against the award with the required prior sanction against the award. You can also raise your complaint. Okay, the regulated entity can also raise the appeal, basically file the appeal. However, no appeal is available to a regulated entity against the award passed owing to its failure to furnish the required information or document. So if the regulated entity has not submitted the proper documents that were asked from them, then in this case regulated entity cannot do any kind of appeal in the appellate authority. I hope this is very much clear. Okay. Now coming to the contact center assist complainants in obtaining information. See, the contact center, you cannot raise your complaints, you cannot file your complaints directly through the contact center. Contact centers are only present for providing you the information, for assisting you that how you can raise your complaint through the CRPC or through the CMS. So the contact centers, the IVRS facility on toll-free number is provided 24/7. The facility to connect to contact center people. IVRS is the voice recorded system and such, where you are getting just like you are talking to a AI voice and such. So that is provided 24/7. But if you want to connect with the person, then in this case the time is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and the languages are Hindi and English, and 10 regional languages in which you can connect with the contact center to get the information regarding raising your complaints with the RBI Ombudsman. Complaints cannot be filed directly through the contact center, but you can get the idea, the clarity regarding the procedure for filing the complaints through the CMS or through the CRPC. Okay, you can get the information, you can get the assistance for filing your complaints through the contact center, and the contact center provides the assistance in English and Hindi and in 10 regional languages. IVRS facility is provided 24/7, but if you want to talk to the person, then it is provided from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. I hope this is very much clear. So this is it for the RBI's integrated ombudsman scheme. The FAQs were released, so all the important points from the FAQs has been discussed in this session. Now, RBI's alternative grievance redressal framework consists of multiple institutional components working together for customer grievance resolution. Which one of the following correctly identifies the constituent bodies of this framework? So in the alternative grievance redressal framework, we discussed that which are the bodies under the alternative grievance redressal framework of RBI. So try to answer this. Okay. Now, a customer wishes to file a complaint under RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026 through physical mode instead of using the CMS. According to the scheme, where should such a complaint be sent, through email or physical mode? So very easy to answer. I hope you know now. Next is under RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2026, non-scheduled primary urban cooperative banks are covered depending upon their deposit size. The deposit size should be more than what? So that you have to answer. So these are the 3 questions. I hope you will be easily able to answer the 3 questions. If you have given the right answer in the comment section, then I will comment down below that okay, this is the right answer. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you everyone for joining the session. I hope you enjoyed the session. If there is any confusion, do ask me. I have tried to explain you that what is CRPC, what is CMS, what is a contact center, and how the complaints like they are handled under the alternative grievance redressal procedure. What are the components under the AGR? So do go through the PPT also. The PDF will be provided to you in the Telegram channel. So if you go through the PPT, you will understand it better. So this is it for today. Thank you everyone.